And welcome back to the Laboratory Podcast with Dex and Los, where we talk about basketball, we talk about life, and we talk about whatever the hell we like. It's me, and he touched my hand, and my man's to the right. Let's get this shit started.
Indeed. How you doing today, brother?
It's Monday, sunny outside, birds are chirping, and the sky's blue. I'm doing terrible.
Sky's blue. All right, yeah. shout out. You know, it's a Monday. We both off work.
Right.
I feel like that's a good start to a Monday, is just being off of work on a Monday. I feel like that's pretty good.
Right.
You know? As always, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you listen on Spotify or like Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys listen to, appreciate that. Just leave a like and review.
Podcast platforms are played, not iHeartRadio.
Yeah, we ain't on iHeart yet. That's crazy. No love.
No love from iHeart.
No love from iHeart yet. It's cool. Our heart's elsewhere anyway. All right, so before we get to what the subject, the good part of the episode, we got some other stuff to talk about. Because as y'all know, basketball stuff is still happening. There are off-season moves.
Random moves.
There are fights.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Which one you want to start with first? Which one you want to go to?
Let's talk about the fight.
Let's talk about the fight.
So we got a summer league fight.
I don't know if there's ever been a fight in the summer league.
I doubt it. I don't think there's ever been a fight in the summer league. There's been some shoving matches, I'm pretty sure, but there's never been, a thrown punch / elbow going on. So
Falcon punch. So
last night, I believe it was, summer league, the Kings were playing against the I don't know.
Right, there we go.
I'm trying to figure out who this is. The Sixers? I think this is the Sixers. I could be wrong. Anyways, so a Kings player, Chimezi Metu, I think it is.
All right.
He was hard fouled by another player that goes by Eugene Omorui, I think.
Hopefully we're pronouncing those names right. If we're not, correct us. We cool with
these names
they're hard to pronounce. We just don't want to butcher them. So we butchering them.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm butchering these names more than dude threw the punch. So anyway, so the guy Eugene hard fouled Chimezi.
Right.
Chimezi got up and wanted all of the smoke.
All the smoke.
All of the smoke, and wasn't no questions. No talking. Just straight up, get up on my feet. I'm punching dudes and miss.
Oh, what?
And miss. It was not an accurate punch at all.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And then dude that got punched, Eugene, almost got punched. I don't think he realized he got punched or a punch was thrown. Yeah, because the punch was thrown, and he kind of when players get pushed. Like, if they're playing and they get pushed and they're like this, like, I'm not even in it. I'm not going to get no tech.
He
put his hands out and thought about it. He's like, is that a punch? Wait. And then came back and tried to put
and squared up after that?
Yeah, squared up after that. But, I mean, nothing came from that.
Nothing shook after that. But shout out Ben with all the smoke.
Yeah. Shout out a very small, insignificant version of Malice in the Palace.
Speaking of Malice in the Palace, we will talk about that on next week's episode.
Yeah.
Heard it was really good. Heard it was some insightful things that were said. I didn't know it could be any more insightful. Just hands thrown.
Then Ben Wallace and Ron Artest, the two strongest of strongs,
and Steven
Jackson just.
Was Ben Wallace fighting anybody that was in the stands?
Ben Wallace.
I know it started with him.
Ben Wallace started it. Yeah. No, he wasn't fighing nobody in the stands.
Yeah,
no.
I know it started with that situation.
That's the home team. You can't beat up the fans.
I was like, he was beating up fans. Oh, you said, I was like, he was beating up fans? I don't remember seeing that.
Nah, but he technically started the whole thing. Because he pushed Ron Artest.
He didn't start the whole thing, but he started what happened on the court. And the fans was like, Ben Wallace!
Yeah.
We stand up for you!
And then one fan thought it was a good idea to
that was not a smart move.
To step up to 6'8", 6'7", 240-pound Ron Artest.
Yeah. It's cool. We'll if you guys don't know what Malice in the Palace is, please search Malice in the Palace. I promise you it'll.
Please search Malice in the Palace and then watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, watch the documentary on Netflix. Cool. So we got the Summer League fight out the way. Then we had a really random move. Not random, I guess, but still, I feel like a random move.
No, this random. This was just random. This don't make no sense. As a Clippers fan, this makes no sense.
Yeah. If you guys didn't see it, the Clippers traded Patrick Beverley, Rajon Rondo, and what is his name?
Unknown.
I think is it Metu? So I think his last name is Metu. I forgot his name. That's the dude that's who you just said. I thought it was another.
I forgot his name.
Whatever. The dude who wasn't in the rotation for the Clippers last year. Drum roll, not needed. I said drum roll, not needed. For Eric Bledsoe to the Grizzlies. It makes sense for Bledsoe, I guess, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, he didn't want to play behind Ja. I'm pretty sure. It makes sense for his situation. It just doesn't make sense for me for the Clippers. I mean, it
doesn't make sense for the Clippers.
Here's why it's weird. Because Eric Bledsoe, I think as much stuff as we talk about Eric Bledsoe, I think he's better than both Pat Beverly and Rajon Rondo. I don't know if you disagree with that.
I don't disagree with it, but Rondo fit that team better.
Rondo did fit the team better, but at the same time, I feel like it didn't make I don't think they improved with that trade. No. You lose a little bit of depth, and also you literally have another person who needs the ball in their hands to even do what they can do effectively. Yeah. And he's not all that effective when he has it anyway. Now, unless he goes back to, I think you said yesterday in the group chat, he goes back to playing like he did his first time around with the Clippers. Then it's a great move.
Yeah, but you also had Chris Paul in front of you.
Yeah. So you ain't got that no more. Ain't no more 6 man. It's you. You do what you got to do.
You were the starting point guard.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how that works out with PG and Kawhi.
It won't.
Still all defense capabilities probably, but the offense is the part I'm worried more so about.
I don't think it'll work. He's not a playmaking type of point guard. He's not a pass first point guard, and that's what they need.
So bad.
Yeah, for Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, you kind of need somebody who's going to get them the ball in their spots.
Yeah, I think that's what if he didn't go to the Bulls, which we're so happy he did. I think me and you were saying to the Clippers would have been a good pickup too.
Yeah,
a few episodes ago. So I don't. We'll see how it works out once the season gets here. It makes sense for the Grizzlies' perspective. Now Ja literally gets to learn from Rondo and Pat Bev.
Yeah.
So that defense might get a little bit more hectic, and he's already a good playmaker. So learning angles and learning how to read defense is better from probably one of the smartest players of all time will definitely help that.
Well, Rondo played for almost the whole league now.
Yeah.
Rondo's getting there.
Rondo is getting there.
He's played for quite a few teams.
I think it might be at 8 now, probably.
It's probably.
I'm ballparking 8.
Let's check real quick.
I'm ballparking 8.
Okay, so Boston.
Dallas.
The Kings.
Yep.
The Pelicans.
Indeed. The Lakers.
No, there was somebody in between the Bulls.
Oh yeah, the Bulls.
Who came after the Bulls?
The Lakers.
I don't know if it's the Lakers.
Could be true.
It might be the Lakers. Let's just say Lakers.
Hawks,
Clippers,
so that's
and now
8.
Memphis.
9. So at least 9, maybe 10. We might be missing one.
I feel like we're missing somebody. He's played for somebody
after
else.
The Bulls.
I think he's played for somebody else.
I feel like he is probably missing between the Bulls and the Lakers.
There's somebody else. Let's take a look real quick.
Go. You find it, because while you do that,
the real rainbow player.
Who was it before?
Shaq.
Oh damn.
Now it was Dwight. Dwight's played for quite a few teams.
Yeah, I don't think as many as Rondo.
No. I don't think so either.
Is there anybody we missing? I don't think it's anybody we missing. I'll take it back. I don't think it's a team we missing.
Nah, yeah, we got everybody.
I think his first year on the Lakers. I think his first year on the Lakers, he just didn't get a lot of tick.
Oh, after Chicago, he went to the Pelicans.
Yeah,
and then he went to the Lakers.
Okay, cool.
Goodness.
Speaking of great point guards, that's what the episode is gonna be today. We gonna
wait. Before we get there. Speaking of great point guards, though,
go ahead.
Who aren't in the league? Did we discuss this last week about Isaiah Thomas dropping to 81?
Yeah, we did. Okay,
this was the last week?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Hey, Peyton Pritchard, though.
Peyton Pritchard dropped 92. Bruh, did you... Nick Young said we got to... Said, no disrespect to Seattle and Portland, but y'all got to stop letting just anybody playing these, like, pro-am, like, summer league joints. Y'all got to stop grabbing people from in front of the liquor store, because everybody should be coming through dropping, like, 80, 60, 70, 80, 90-point games every week.
At this point, I'm convinced. I don't know. Maybe put Nate Robinson in there. I don't know. He's from the area.
That was just funny. That was in Portland, though. He dropped the 92. You talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
92 points. That's almost 100 points. That's 8 points away.
I be thinking about it like, y'all don't get bored? Like, at that point,
I get bored.
I would get bored at, like...
If I'm just hitting shots like that, just going crazy, I'm like, all right.
I mean, you probably in moment, too.
I'm not getting better right now.
Like, I'm not really pushing myself. Yeah. Let me go to the Drew. Let me do that. Yeah, man. So, can I go? Can I proceed?
Yeah.
So, we've done this before in the season. We just haven't done. Today is gonna be all time. I know we both given our like top 10 at each position going into the season. But right now, season's over with. Yeah. So give y'all a little taste of what we think our basketball knowledge is. Y'all might hate it. Y'all might love it. Y'all might be like, it wasn't bad. Either way it goes, though. So
y'all might stop listening.
We're going through our top 10 point guards of all time today. Each of us. Yeah. The list is probably the same, but different.
All right.
Do you know where that's from? You get the reference?
Nope.
You a hater.
I probably do, and I just not clicking.
What is that? The Interview? Have you ever seen the Interview?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But different.
Yeah.
He did also say that in a very racist tone, so I probably shouldn't be saying it like that. But at the same time, you want to start first, or you want to?
All right. Before we start.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Before we start, let's just say so like my man to the right said.
Indeed.
So we're starting with point guards today. So we're doing this every week.
Next week, weeks, pretty much.
Yeah. Next week is shooting guards. Week after that, small forwards, power forwards, centers, and then we're gonna do, because I can only think of probably 5. Honestly, we're gonna do top 5 of all time, 6 men.
Oh, 6 men? Oh, yeah. Cool. I like that.
Yeah, so you gotta include the 6 men sometimes. They nice. Be getting awards.
They do. They have an award named after them.
Yeah,
I like it.
You gotta throw some love to the 6 men. Shout out Jason Terry.
All right, I'm gonna start with the honorable mentions, and so just to shed some light on people. It might be something that I forget, but I would say Derrick Rose is an honorable mention,
right?
With the tear that I'm fighting back right now. Derrick Rose is on my honorable mentions. You have anybody else?
I also have Derrick Rose.
Indeed.
I as well have Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
And then I have
too. Oh, another one.
And then I have
Rondo, I get his honorable mention too. I did not write Rondo. I definitely forgot to write Rondo. Shout out people who have Rondo in their top 10 though.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to it. You want to start first? We're gonna go from 10 to 1. I feel like it's better doing that way because I feel like everybody knows who number 1 is.
All right.
So we can start from 10 to 1. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
All right, number 10. At number 10, I have the only point guard to win the Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
And Gary Payton.
Right.
That might be disrespectful.
It might be.
To others.
So.
He does have a ring. I understand that. But,
yeah,
the people I have ahead of him, I just think were a little bit better in their careers.
A little bit longer of a prime, maybe.
A little bit longer of a prime, some of them. But Gary Payton was that dude.
Indeed.
I don't think anybody will oppose me having a glove in the top 10 point guards. If you do, let me know. I'm with all the smoke too.
Oh.
Not like dude in Summer League. I ain't with that. Just don't come up randomly punching me. I don't want that. But
I'm with the smoke. Chimney. All right, so my number 10.
Indeed.
2-time MVP winner. One of them, controversially. White man from Canada. Maybe the greatest Canadian player of all time. Steve Nash.
Probably, yeah. I don't know who else from Canada. That's up there.
Andrew Wiggins.
I said, that's up there. What the heck? Yeah. I'm not mad at the pick. I'll say it after we get to that point. I'm not mad at the pick though. I know there are a lot of people who are probably like, damn, Steve Nash top 10. I don't think that's
Steve Nash top 10.
I don't think that's disputed. I don't think you can argue that. 2 MVPs is hard to argue against though. Yeah. I'll say that. Real hard to argue. One, like you said, controversial. One is definitely not.
One is definitely not. One is definitely solidified.
But the one that you think is controversial, going off tangent just a little bit, this was my man's.
Right.
When I was little. Mm-hmm. If you think Kobe deserved that one, I just want you to check the standings. Yeah. Now, who's the better player? We know that. That's Kobe. But check the standings. It's the reason why he didn't win it. It's the only reason why he didn't win it.
Had Smush Parker.
Yeah. You're probably not going to win a whole lot of, trophies.
Smush Parker.
Smush Parker.
As your starting point guard.
Who's your 9 then, brother?
My 9 is, as you said, the only point guard to ever win a Defensive Player of the Year. That is Gary Payton. The reason why I have Gary Payton ahead of Steve Nash is because of the ring. He won a ring. Steve Nash didn't get to the finals. At least Gary Payton got to the finals against Seattle.
He did
not. Or with Seattle,
with Seattle. He did not.
And Michael Jordan bullied him into not getting it.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it 100%. I respect anything you say unless you say something crazy. I don't think you say something that crazy.
Oh, there might be something.
It might be, but we'll find out when we get there. So, off the road, we talked about this a little bit last week, too. I have Westbrook at my 9. And it was hard to not put him higher.
Right.
But there are reasons I didn't put him higher. Well, I'll get to later. But Westbrook is, as much as we critique Westbrook, is one of the greatest point guards of all time. I don't think anybody will get mad at that, but top 10 I think is
multiple triple-double seasons.
Undoubtedly, yeah. Multiple seasons averaging a triple-double. You can call it stat pattern, you call it what you want. That man had to carry that first year, and he carried pretty damn well for people who weren't like who they were. Yeah, he had to not carry, but Victor Oladipo was good. We knew Victor Oladipo could be great.
Yeah.
And he had probably 2 seasons of being great before, injuries. Hopefully he could bounce back from that. But then, he had Sabonis before Sabonis knew he was Sabonis.
Yeah.
And he had Steven Adams and Andre Roberson sharing the court at the same time. That's no spacing. That man was doing what he had to do.
Yeah.
So, Westbrook is my 9. I don't... Hella all-stars and probably one of the most intense players of all time. So, I'm going with Westbrook at my 9.
Intensity. If intensity... got your rings.
He'd have all of them. He would not have lost. Snap. I'm going with my 8. I'm going 8. I'm saying mine.
Okay.
And it's Jason Kidd.
All right. I agree.
All right, that's the one we have the same?
Yeah.
Jason Kidd Jason Kidd is my 8. So you have Jason Kidd at 8 too.
Yes.
So it's not much we have to debate about for this one.
Right. Shout out Jason Kidd.
Shout out Steals not being able to shoot and just being a good ass point guard. That's really all he got a ring. He didn't get a ring in his prime, but he got a ring though. He contributed to the ring. He contributed to the ring, and he was the point guard, the starting point guard for that ring too. Yeah. At the expense.
I don't think they would have won a ring without him.
I don't think so either. He was at the expense of LeBron's legacy, partially.
Also made it to the finals with the Nets.
He did. He just ran.
They lost.
He just ran into Shaq.
Yeah.
Niggas ran into Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah.
I don't know unless you from Detroit. I don't know if you coming out of that.
That's all you play is defense. I don't know about that.
I don't know. And they wasn't like that. They was just throwing oops and getting buckets. That's a whole lot what they was doing. Shout out Richard Jefferson.
All right, I'm gonna let
you go 7 since I took 8.
My number 7 is Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook does have a finals appearance. Granted, it's with James Harden and Kevin Durant. It's kind of hard not to go to the finals with those, those players.
It was before James Harden was James Harden.
Yeah, but that was his 6th man of the year.
He was 6 years. He was a bucket still, but it was also before Russ. I think was Russ. Like, he was still hooping. He was an all-star, but I don't think he was at his peak yet. Kevin Durant has been the same since that motherfucker walked through the door.
Yeah, so pretty much.
Durant was Durant. But I have Nash at my 7. So here's the thing.
All right.
I think 7 through 10, at least to me, you could argue in any order, and I won't be as opposed to it. I think 7 through 10 is for sure like that. That should be your 7 to 10 range, and you can have them in almost any order. I'm not gonna be mad at it. So I'm not opposed to what you're saying right now. I'm not hating on it.
Right.
We just disagree slightly about where they fall, but we got 7 through 10 the same, which I'm more surprised that we have the same. To be honest with you,
just in different places. Same but different.
Literally. Who you got 6?
My number 6 is the Big O, Oscar Robertson. Now some may ask, why don't I have him top 5? I did not watch that motherfucker play.
Why you gotta be a motherfucker? Why you have to throw motherfucker in there right now?
I did not watch Oscar Robertson play. So I can't really go off of, he did this, did that, did this. Nah, I can only look up
so much.
I can only see some highlights. I can only see stats and accomplishments. So, number 6, it is. Now, some of these players I didn't see, but there's a lot more highlights for these, the rest of them.
There's a lot more games you can watch in full.
Yeah, there's not any games on NBA TV with Oscar Robertson playing.
Not a whole lot if they have them.
Yeah. So, shout out Oscar. Shout out Big O. Original Mr. Triple Double.
Shout out to
got a ring with Kareem.
OG Triple Double. He do have a ring. He does have a ring. He does indeed have a ring. My 6 is different though. I have Stockton.
All right.
That's probably it's probably very much disrespectful, but I feel like I can argue the top 5.
All right.
That's ahead of them.
Damn.
For a decent argument.
Damn.
Maybe 5 might be a flip, but yeah, I ain't gonna say where I got Oscar at. I understand it could be. I understand how disrespectful that may seem. And John Stockton to me previously was number 2. And the more the other players have played,
before we even go any further,
go ahead.
I just want to throw in an honorary real quick.
Go ahead.
Before Kendall listens to this and gets mad. Pistol Pete. We gotta throw Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete.
Again, another player you didn't watch a whole lot of, but shout out Pistol Pete.
I'm gonna do that pass in the league one time, boy. I'm throwing it this way.
Well, that's the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That shit was hard,
pass.
Boy.
I've tried it and gave up.
I think we both tried it at the gym before. We was like, all right, nigga, my wrist hurts.
Shout out Pistol Pete, though. Pistol Pete still gets some love.
Pistol Pete does get the love. Stockton. Stockton has 2 records that will never be touched by I don't think anybody unless a 2K my player comes to life. Right. And that's steals and assists. And he has those by a very, very, very wide margin.
Yeah.
He did make the finals twice.
Right.
He got bullied by Jordan into losing them, though.
Right.
So I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
The assist that he played defense. I think the other players who I have ahead of him did a little bit more in their careers. It's obviously not much you can do when you play in the same, era as Jordan.
Right.
So it's not a whole lot you can get accomplished. But I don't know. Just who I have the top 5, I feel like I can make a pretty good argument for. But go ahead. I digress. Only one that's changed. That's the only one I got to argue with.
I don't know about John Stockton, number 6. So I have Christopher Emmanuel Paul, at number 5.
At 5.
So you had.
I have him at 5.
I'm gonna say this, and you know how big of a Chris Paul fan I am.
I am. Go ahead. Was this biased that you had him at 5?
Is it biased? Maybe a little bit, but you also have John Stockton at number 6. And John Stockton has probably done more than Chris Paul.
Not bad.
And it should probably be top 5, and Chris Paul should be number 6 on your list. And I love Chris Paul, and I wanted to get all the love that
Chris Paul has. This could be biased too. Like I said, it could be biased. Chris Paul has the worst luck I feel like any player in the history of basketball. From injuries happening to him or his teammates, all the way down to playing in the same era as Kobe, and then extending it to LeBron.
Yeah.
So, I'm giving him number 5, and I'm keeping him there.
Yeah, but John Stockton played against Michael Jordan.
Fuck that nigga.
And Michael Jordan.
Fuck that nigga.
And Michael Jordan. And then throw in Hakeem, too.
Fuck that guy. I'm just cool. I've cooled off of John Stockton a lot more. Here's I ain't going to say this the only reason why, but if you had a game for your life, you had to pick a point guard to start your team, would you pick Chris Paul or would you pick John Stockton?
I'll pick Chris Paul, but that's my favorite player. That's kind of not fair question because that's my favorite. That's my all-time favorite player. I'm not gonna not Chris. I'll pick if somebody said pick Michael Jordan, LeBron, or Chris Paul. I'll probably pick Chris Paul.
Why would you do that?
Because that's my favorite player. Be like, no, I gotta get Chris. I gotta get CP.
Motherfucker's gonna die.
If they lose, but I'll lose with CP. What the? No, I'm playing. I'll probably pick Mike. But John Stockton, Chris Paul isn't fair though. I'd still pick CP. If you on this list of point guards, anybody, I'd pick Chris Paul over anybody besides Magic Johnson.
I'm not mad at it. It wouldn't. It's fair. IQ high. All that good stuff. Anyway, at 4 I got Oscar, and I'm guessing that's where you have Stockton. Yes. I would just take the guess.
Yes.
Same reason you had Oscar up there is the reason why I have him there. We just switched them.
All right. The reason I have John Stockton at number 4 is like you said, the all-time leader in assists and the all-time leader in steals. What more could you ask from a point guard?
No, he does. He's literally. I feel like he is a coach's point guard, ultimate. If that makes sense. Like, he does everything you want to do. He shoots the ball well. He plays amazing freaking defense. Yeah, and he's not going to take a bunch of shots. He's like, I'm a scorer when needed. He wasn't the introduction of like the scoring guard. I'm gonna balance both. No, I'm gonna pass my ass off, and I'm gonna get everybody involved, and I'm gonna lock up everybody else.
I think John Stockton be getting disrespected because he ain't getting no rings.
He does. He's also anti-vax, so I mean, and all that other.
I mean, right now, a lot of the NBA players are anti-vax. Being honest, a lot of them don't want to get.
They don't be public about it.
A lot of them don't want to get that COVID shot.
They don't be public about it though. They keep their ignorance to themselves.
All right.
It's the key to life. Keep your ignorance to yourself.
John Stockton be getting disrespected. John Stockton doesn't deserve this disrespect.
Boy, who said it? Who said? Was it Stephen A. Smith that said Donovan Mitchell was the greatest jazz player of all time?
Why would he say that?
He said it. He definitely said that.
What is he on?
It was like, well, you know
this
what?
This is how he gets views. This is how he gets millions of dollars.
One of them is a piece of shit. The other two, everybody was all, Karl Malone and John Stockton. One of them is a piece of shit. If you don't know which one, Karl Malone.
If you don't know why, look up Karl Malone.
17-year-old. Look up Karl Malone pedophile, and you'll probably find a bunch
pedophilia.
Of stuff. Yeah. Fuck that dude. And then it was like Stockton ain't had no swag. So fuck. If you watch John Stockton play, you probably didn't realize you watched John Stockton play.
John Stockton really ain't had no swag. John Stockton, like you said, is the perfect coach's point. He's not finna do nothing. He's not finna do nothing crazy. He's just finna go out there and play basketball the way basketball is meant to be played. And that
from a coach's perspective.
From a coach's perspective, and that it is without flash.
Don't do none of that.
And gets the job done.
And he did it to a T. I'm not opposing that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure our top 3 is the same then.
Yeah.
Who you got at 3?
Steph Curry.
How dare you?
All right.
Yeah, I got
Steph Curry. I hate Steph Curry, but I mean,
so
greatest shooter of all time.
Start putting bias to the side.
3 rings, unanimous MVP, even though that was
it's kind of messed up. He was the first unanimous
MVP, whatever,
Niggas was just really hating that hard on Michael Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think the closest one.
It was KG.
Yeah, the closest one was KG. I think he had like 97% of the vote.
I thought it was like 99.8 or something. Oh,
maybe that.
I don't know. Something crazy. I know those are the next 3 highest. So it was KG, Mike, and Bron. And it was like, no, Steph 100% first.
The guy who can't play defense.
Everybody else on this list can pretty much play defense. I lied. Only one who can is Steve Nash.
Steve Nash and Steph Curry's defense is reminiscent of each other, except Stephen Curry.
Steph has good hands.
He has really good hands.
And slightly good feet.
Yeah.
Slightly.
He has average feet.
Steve Nash won that.
NBA average feet, which is a lot better than us. Yeah. But NBA average feet, though. But really good hands.
And then 2, undisputed, Magic Johnson. Right? No? All right, my bad. Who you got at number 2? Now niggas can't joke.
No,
now niggas can't. When it comes to Magic, niggas can't joke.
No.
All right, shout out Zeke being number 2.
Yeah.
Stole 2 rings in the prime of Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And amongst others. Zeke was a killer, yo.
Beating people up.
Zeke, yeah. Beating the shit out of everybody.
Beating the hell out of everybody.
It's like, yeah, you finna catch this bowl, you gonna catch this right hook, but I'm still finna fuck you up with these handles.
Yeah. Oh, you wanna come to the rim. You wanna come to the paint.
Shout out Westside.
Westside.
He probably be eating Uncle Remus right before the games.
He probably did. Probably showed up to every game. The whole team showed up to every game in all black Air Force Ones. It's black Air Force One energy.
Yeah. How many? He got 2 rings. God knows.
2 rings.
Two rings, not rings, but rings.
2 rings.
2 rings. Probably one of the greatest finals performances ever, and I'm pretty sure they lost that series. If you know the game I'm talking about, when he rolled his ankle and he came back out like he got a cortisone shot.
Yeah,
that shit, nigga.
Boy, he came out there was hooping, boy,
on one leg, literally on one leg, literally hooping on.
Boy,
one
he was lying. That was all for sure.
That nigga was. You said what?
It's all for sure.
That nigga was dying. That shit hurt too. That was probably all the karma of hurting other niggas. Came to one ankle.
All came down to the ankle.
And then I don't think he played after that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure, if at least wasn't the next game. I'm pretty sure he didn't play no more the rest of that series. But shout out one of the best performances of all time in the finals. That shit was crazy. That nigga really came back up hobbled and said, I'm finna still kill. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And the next game was like, all right, so the adrenaline wore off and this shit hurt. This shit hurt.
So number one, undisputed number one.
I don't think he'll ever be touched.
If we had to pick for a last second shot between Steph Curry and Iguodala, I'm picking Iguodala. So Iguodala's number one.
So Iguodala's number one. Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was so cool. We don't even call him by his real name.
That's true. We do not call this man Irvin. We do not call this man
Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is what every coach probably hated unless he was your player. Yeah. If you watched him play, it probably coming up in the 70s and 80s. Probably stressed everybody out.
Well, Magic Johnson was real life ahead of his time. There was nobody throwing no-look passes like he was.
If Magic Johnson played right now,
he'd still be a killer.
He'd still be a killer. I'm thinking about the bag that he would get right now just from being like...
He'd get the $215 million.
I was talking about endorsement bags and all the other stuff. Like, just his personality in general. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that'd be crazy. He'd be on every commercial like Shaq.
Be wild, bro. Shaq be in the general commercials. I'd be dying, bro.
Magic Johnson be on every commercial. He would have been in Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
He would have been where LeBron was.
Five rings speak for themselves. Magic Johnson helped save the NBA. We're going to talk about the other person who helped save the NBA too in 2 weeks when we get to small forwards. Right. But Magic Johnson helped save the NBA. I know a lot of people be thinking Michael Jordan did it. Michael Jordan was able to elevate it after it was saved. Michael Jordan
saved the Bulls.
Michael Jordan
saved cocaine.
Michael Jordan saved the Bulls and he elevated the game, but saved it from when it was going down really, really bad was Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. But we talking about Magic
giving away
spoilers. Magic Johnson literally made me want to be even more of a point guard. When I watched when I used to watch NBA TV coming like home from school, I used to see Magic Johnson no looks. I'm like, how am I doing?
Magic Johnson's no looks,
and then I didn't make the team in middle school, so I couldn't do that.
Magic Johnson's no looks are
beauty.
Are like nothing else. Like anybody else's no looks, because Magic Johnson really did not look. He really didn't look. He saw you and would look the complete opposite. His head, all you saw was the back of his head and the ball coming for you, and you better catch it. His no looks are just like
ridiculous.
It'd be like this.
My favorite one is the one under 3-on-1, and he literally didn't look for like
I know the exact one you're talking about.
Oh yeah, you right.
That's the exact one I know you're talking about. I remember when I first saw that, and I thought, the first time I saw that pass, I thought the ball was still in his hands. I was like, where'd the ball go? I had to replay it twice to see, when did he get the ball? There it is. I was like, how'd that happen? How did he do that?
Magic Johnson is... Yeah, Magic... I could literally watch Magic Johnson passing highlights. He ain't even got to score the ball. And you will be entertained the entire time for that video. And I'm pretty sure it's
highlights.
I'm pretty sure it's like an 8 or 10 minute video on NBA like YouTube channel, and it's just all Magic Johnson passes. I'll watch that video at least 5 times. And over quarantine, you probably came most of that too, because I was like, damn, I want to play basketball. Magic Johnson, five-time champion. I think 3 Finals MVPs, if I'm not mistaken. So. It's either 2 or 3.
Kareem got the other 2.
Kareem got 1. The other one was
Kareem got 1. James Worthy.
James Worthy got 1, I think. I think Kareem got one of the, I think it was 2nd or 3rd ring. He might have got it. Anywho, yeah, Magic Johnson winning rings right out the gate. I think he won a ring like his first year.
Yeah, he won the ring his first year, and Larry Bird won the Rookie of the Year that year.
Yeah, So Magic Johnson came out the gate was like,
his first year he hit
Johnson.
that hook shot game winner. He was like,
clutch,
hey, baby Kareem,
and he's clutch. Boy, Magic Johnson was really like that, boy.
Magic Johnson was real life ahead of his time. Damn. Real life ahead of his time. Yeah.
Damn.
Too bad he didn't wear a condom. Anyway, so that's the end of our point guard list.
What is too long?
It's the end of our point guard list. Let us know what you guys think of our top 10. If you guys have any argument, you think we missed any players, let us know.
There's gonna be somebody glaring that we missed.
Pistol Pete probably. That's the only one I think of.
You threw the love out there though.
I threw the love out there.
Because Kendall definitely would have got on our ass.
Like, where's Pistol Pete at? He put Pistol Pete top 5, so
he probably put him top 3, damn near. Shout out Kendall showing love to the old players that we don't be showing love.
I didn't watch it.
I don't know how he watched. Oh, his dad probably, but still, I was only. Early the basketball I watched was the 80s.
Yeah,
that's because my dad had tapes.
Shout out tapes. I just had TV on NBA TV all the time. I was able to watch the old games.
NBA TV all day.
Yeah. Also highlights. You know, the NBA YouTube channel tends to show love to
the old school every now and then.
And not the super old school, because I have yet to see an Oscar Robertson career mixtape.
No.
I seen a Magic Johnson.
There's gonna be 2 plays because they had no cameras back then.
I ain't seen no Bill Russell.
I've seen some Bill Russell.
I've seen Bill Russell highlights, but I haven't seen no official career mixtape.
No. This is gonna be him blocking shots.
Yeah,
for 30 minutes straight.
Blocking shots and running. He rebounded the ball.
I don't know. No, Wilt Chamberlain, him running is terrifying. I don't know if you've seen that, but I would be scared.
I've seen him running, but I think Bill Russell running is terrifying.
I haven't seen Bill Russell.
I've seen a chase down block that was ridiculous.
I haven't seen one from
where
Bill
he jumped damn near
maybe
from
it
the
was
free throw
Bill
line.
Russell. Maybe it was Bill Russell. I'm thinking of instead of Wilt Chamberlain. But either way, go 7-foot motherfuckers running full speed and don't look awkward.
Yeah, and don't look awkward. They look like original LeBrons running. No, not even. They look like original Giannis's running. Just long strides. Ridiculously long strides, yeah.
Give me that shit.
Get to the other side of the court in 4 steps. Ridiculous.
Low key, 4 long ass strides.
Yeah. But, again, that's our top 10 list. If you guys disagree, let us know. Miss any players.
Whose list is better?
I'm
pretty sure I'm winning.
More accurate.
5-2, 5-3 or something like that.
I had the Knicks making it to the playoffs.
We ain't gonna keep talking about shit. Goddamn. Niggas got the one card out the board.
Yeah, damn right. All right, shout out to it. And do you have anything else that you want?
I do not have anything else. Point guards, I think, is pretty smooth. I feel like point guard might be one of the easier ones to do too, though. I feel like it's gonna be a lot harder sorting out. Mostly because like point guard, that's a top 10 point guard probably for sure. Other than players like you said we missed, I feel like the other positions. It's like, shooting
guard is gonna be kind of hard. I feel
shooting
like
guard is gonna get hard.
Like,
yeah, that's like trying to squeeze who you had that cutoff for the top 10. The top 5, I'm pretty sure off the rip is easy. It's like 6 through 10. You're like,
we already know who the top 3.
Yeah, that's
shooting
undisputed.
Guards is.
That's undisputed. 4 and 5 is a flip, but after that,
Keith Bogans should be number 1.
All right, so that's anything else you want to say today, brother?
I got my fact of the week.
Yeah. Shout out having fact of the week.
Fact of the week.
De facto of the week.
Of the week.
Indeed. I was going to say indeedo. Indeedo.
Oh. All right. All right. We have fact of the week, which is a man that goes by the name of Jameson Curry. Jameson Curry. Have you ever heard the name before?
I have not.
Okay. Jameson Curry is now known as the man with the shortest NBA career. The shortest NBA career. Now, can you guess? How long his career was?
Are we talking minutes or are we talking days?
We're talking whatever you want it to be.
3 days.
All right. 3.9 seconds.
Damn. What?
Jameson Curry has played 3.9 seconds for the LA Clippers. He was on a 10-day contract for the Clippers and was the backup point guard for Baron Davis at the time. On the night of January 25th, 2010, Baron was in foul trouble. In the last 3.9 seconds of the third quarter against the Celtics.
They put him in the game.
They put him in the game. And he never touched the ball. And was later waived by the Clippers. 3.9 seconds. On his deathbed, he can say, I played in the NBA.
Yeah. A lot of us can't say that.
Yeah. He will go down in history as the shortest career in the NBA. 3.9 seconds. I would like to get 3.9 seconds.
That's all I want. Just let me get.
Let me get there. I'd take 3. I don't even need the .9.
I just want to touch the ball, though. Just let me touch the ball.
Let me just get on the
I
court.
might pull that bitch as soon as you... If you tell me I'm in the game only for 3 seconds and you know I'm pulling it.
Immediate pull.
You know I'm pulling that bitch. I don't care if I'm damn near at half court. I'm pulling it. My air ball, but I shot an NBA game, though.
I just want to be on the court. In uniform. With my name on the back. Be like, damn, these motherfuckers is tall. Tall motherfuckers out here.
But we can make it happen. We can give you somewhat of that feel. We just put your name on the back in the league. Right.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Nowhere near the same.
This is close as we finna get, guys.
I didn't get checked into the game by
announcer
Vinny Del Negro. Nah, who was the coach at that time?
It was Vinny in 2010. No, it might have been Tiz by then.
No, not for the Bulls, for the Clippers.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to say Vinny.
It might be Vinny Del Negro in 2010.
I want to say
it's probably Vinny Del Negro.
2010. It might have been Vinny Del Negro.
Probably been Vinny Del Negro. Shout out Vinny Del Negro.
Shout out the blackest name for the white dude.
I was just thinking it. I was like,
Vinny Del Negro.
I never peeped that when I was little. I just peeped and said it out loud too.
The man's name is Vinny Del Negro.
Yeah, Vinny the Black.
Vinny the Black. Vinny the Black.
Anything else you want to say with this episode?
I got nothing left for you, brother.
All right, if y'all made it this far, as always, if you're watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to at least hit 30. 3 away. The goal was 50. The goal was 50 by the end of the month. We still want to hit that 30 though. So if you guys watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, comment. We want the comments. If y'all want, we can catch the slander. It's cool.
Cool.
We got thick skin.
My skin is thin, and I'm scared of life. I'm insecure.
Well, if you're not a bitch, man, Carla. As always, if you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave that like and review. Share it with your friends. If you listen on Spotify, same thing. Share it with your friends. Wherever you find your podcast and you're listening to a song, share it with your friends.
Share it with your friends.
Except unless they got iHeartRadio, then apparently we get no love on iHeartRadio yet.
No love.
But we'll get there if y'all share it with your friends.
Yeah. If y'all love it, they'll love it.
Indeed. If y'all hate it, they'll hate it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the hate together, though. You feel me?
Enjoy the hate.
Enjoy the hate. Peace out, yo.
Peace.